had one question. You said there was going to be metal on the the east side.
Can you go that one?
Question I have is just sun reflection during the evening or morning hours.
Oh.
And would it
Over.
hit traffic?
We would, yeah, no. It would not be shiny metal. It would not be something that would cause a glare problem. Also, to your point, this faces south, and so they've already been asked to address the idea of both internal glare and external glare, but that's a really good point.
I came in just a little bit late. In regards to the courtyard, is that going to be available for forums also? And outdoor activities?
It hasn't been fully designed. We're big proponents of programming outdoor space, because when you just design something, you just leave it there, it typically never functions. I think what's going to happen is it's going to go through public along the sidewalk, semi-public, semi-private, and gradation. We really want to do that idea of the defensible spaces, as well as if you leave the sidewalk, you know you're going on someone's property. But we do see it as a community amenity, and that there's that opportunity. We'd rather have, to be honest with you, we'd rather have people going along Broadway and connect up there, but also to bring people down north of the site. Yes, sir.
Is there any effort being made to involve the students in designing the building?
There have not been to this date, no.
Is it too late?
No, it's not. I think we would probably, and I would look to the school district if anybody else wants to answer.
Well, in relation to that, Cal Entinger, he's a teacher over at North High in the architectural drafting class, and that may be a direct connection with North High, or sometime in the fall. Did everybody hear me? I'm sorry. Cal Entinger, he's a teacher over at North High. He may be a good connection.
Yeah, there's been a lot of talk about involving the students in the artwork that will be part of the project, and creating spaces on the first floor of the public spaces that will be exhibit and permanent art exhibits that would definitely involve the students. And one of the things that we've been talking about, you can see the supersized graphic over the door. The idea is to get some artwork that shows publicly on the street, and that is an opportunity where we can work with and incorporate students in the project.
Will there be a restaurant there?
There's going to be a lunchroom, but there won't be a restaurant per se. And that outdoor patio is part of that break room and eating area that are part of the first floor of the building.
Why did you, at the old building, you want to turn the east Broadway around down like that, and now you want to build another one? Not waste of money, closing schools, and everything like that, and give me, and charge people for extra money, for taxes and everything, huh? You're wasting your money. How much salary do you get? 220 a year? No? No. You're overpaid. And you're building new building for what? Run down that one and you build another one? Oh, God. Administration. No wonder you work for Ron. All the problems you make.
I saw a catalyst on there, and what are they bringing as part of the team?
One of the options that's being investigated, and as I say, it's one, not the only option, but one of the options involves the use of tax-exempt bond financing that would involve the use of a nonprofit to make it possible to use that source of funding. And if that is the final funding scenario used for the project, Catalyst would be part of the financing structure to make that bond financing possible.
So would that make them part owner or owner?
They would be in a passive role as holding the bond funds and holding the lease, and the school district would be processing the bond funding through them.
Yeah, I would like to get a clearer picture on the catalyst piece. When you say bond funding and holding, it's their nonprofit 501c3 tax exempt status that the project will use kind of as a shelter or a holding pattern where you could go to the Minneapolis Urban League, Stair-Step Foundation, or any 501c3 in the city, and certainly would serve that same purpose. And just real quick, my second question is, the last time we were here, we asked about insurance and bonding, and that information has not been provided yet, and we're just wondering where you're at on that.
Well, in answering your question, as I say, we're looking at several different financing options. There are about 5 different financing options we're investigating with the school district. One of them is the use of a nonprofit. There are the potential of using different nonprofits is always there. The important and critical part is the formation of the nonprofit and specific language, making it possible for it to be involved in the specific project. But as I say, that's one of 5 different financing options that we're looking at. At the last meeting, somebody had asked, Willis is our brokerage entity that we place our insurance and bonds through, and Travelers and Chubb are our bond underwriters as far as that question relates. But we're here tonight specifically to talk about the design.
Okay, I understand that, but under 317A, there's those statutes for nonprofits, and not to mix words with what you're saying there. Any nonprofit, all nonprofits basically have that wording that you're talking about within their articles of incorporation that can finance or bylaws or put this through. And my question last meeting was, how much involvement does the Ackerberg group have in this project? And you said absolutely none. And if you go to Catalyst, you will find that Stu Ackerberg is actually the incorporator signed on the state of Minnesota paperwork. So that was a falsehood.
Well, as I say, we're working with financial advisors in the school district to look at the